Okay, let's get going here. Got a little bit of coffee left here in my cup. Morning coffee that became afternoon coffee. Okay, let's get going here. That's right. I wonder how much longer I'll be able to wear a lovely cut off shirt, because these days right now are beautiful and the weather here in southern Wisconsin is lovely. No humidity, low 80s, just absolutely beautiful. Hey, Lisa, I hope you're doing amazing today. And so I want to talk about, it's just something I was thinking about. It's on my heart today to talk about why is network marketing so hard? I've seen, well, perfect example, my dad. My dad was an executive for a manufacturing company and, hard job, right? Leading people, traveling the world, holding meetings, doing training, all that stuff. But when he came into network marketing, it was super, super hard for him. And I see that all the time when I work with people, whether I'm enrolling them or I'm coaching them or whatever. It seems to be that this business, what your success was before network marketing, does not dictate your success in network marketing. And I know that's like, what? Because everybody always wants to sponsor the high roller, right? The super successful person, which does help because there's a couple different things I think that's happening. When people are successful, especially self-made people, they have the tenacity it takes to make success and things happen even when life is hard. Things are hard. And they go up against adversity and they make it happen. Whatever that goal is it. Now, there are people who are successful in the regular business world, and they do not do well in network marketing. And a lot of times this could be successful salespeople, it could be executives in companies, it could be whatever, right? And they get in network marketing, they really struggle. Well, I think sometimes when people work in a situation and they're successful where they've worked for somebody else, they have to get the skills to become successful for themselves and take that initiative and be able to get the skills to be the entrepreneur versus the high paid employee. And, looking at that, I was like, okay, so why is it so hard sometimes for people? And I always go back to when people come into network marketing, they're told it's easy. They're like, oh, just share with your friends and share with your family and talk to people and reach out comments to your warm market on Facebook and text your friends. And, a lot of people, when they're told that, A, they're terrified to do that. B, they don't know what to say without being a creepy stalker. And 3, they try to reach out to friends and family a few times. And when they get rejected, they recoil and they slowly slither away and disappear in their business. And then the upline wonders what happened to them. The sponsor goes, what happened to them? Now they won't return the phone calls. They won't show up to any more meetings. They won't respond to texts. So what is happening? I firmly believe that if people are equipped appropriately in this business, they will succeed if they have the right expectation and mindset and action. And when we come into network marketing and we're told it's easy, anybody can do it, just talk to your friends and family, that sets a really low expectation for people because they're like, piece of cake, I'll be able to do this. And I'll just, talk to a couple people and I'm going to get rich and retire and get my goals of 100K a month or whatever it is. And it doesn't work like that. So the expectation is not appropriately set. And then the training is not set necessarily either, because a lot of people come into network marketing and they don't know what to say about inviting people to look at their business, inviting people to look at their product, and then to keep going. And they're not what I like to call inoculated, where to inoculate somebody is to prepare them for adversity. So they're not told, hey, look, you might talk to your friends and family and they might tell you you're crazy. Or they might tell you, yeah, I want to join in what you're doing. That sounds amazing. And give me that, whatever it is that you've got. It could go either way. But a company and a team really does their people a favor when they set them up for success with, especially with training, to get them onboarded and started in the first 30 days. It's very, very important. And so many of my clients, I can't even begin to tell you, they don't have that in place for their new business partners. There's nothing to help them get the right skills. And sometimes, the right skills need to be also sought after. We have to look at ourselves objectively and know what we're good at and what we're not, and what we need to make improvements on. Like myself, warm market, friends, family, people I saw face to face, whether I met them cold and I met them at a vendor event or through an ad or whatever, or I met them at the grocery store in line. If I could see somebody in person, I could close them like crazy. I could close 9 or 10 out of 10 in a room. No problem, hands down. But when I moved to doing advertising and calling leads, oh my gosh, I called thousands of people. And I obviously needed to work on something. My demeanor in person is obviously very different than when I was on the phone. So I looked at that, and instead of saying the phone doesn't work, I said, well, I don't work. And I had to get fixed. I had to invest in skills that gave me the ability to close people on the phone and get them started. So that's what I'm talking about. We have to look at ourselves and look at the skill that we have and where are we truly stuck, and not get angry or mad and say, oh, well, this doesn't work, or, I wasn't set up for success, or this company's terrible, or whatever. Sometimes it is the company, sometimes it is the team. I mean, it's not typically that, though. People can be successful in any company if they've got the skills, and it doesn't matter what company you're in. You can do anything if you have the right skills. And so the master skills are getting people to look at your company and enrolling them. That's the first thing, is lead generation. The second thing is being able to present and get people going in your company by enrollment. So lead generation, closing, kind of like getting started, and then launching them, getting them going in their business successfully, or becoming a loyal customer or service subscriber. Okay. And these are the reasons why people aren't successful. It's because they're not set up with these realistic expectations of, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to say? What is this really going to take? Because this business, it is very simple. And I know you're gonna be like, Jen, you just told us blah, blah. The thing is, it is. We talk to people about our business or our product. We tell them how amazing it is. Not literally, I'm just saying, like, if you hype it up and sales it out, they're gonna say no. But we show them the company, and then we get them started. But that sounds so simple, and it is. But the skill that it takes to do that, it is so simple, it becomes sometimes challenging for people. And not sounding like a weirdo robot when they do any prospecting, or not being pitchy or salesy. Or one of the biggest things is people don't do the work. I mean, right now, I'm going to ask you this: how committed are you to your business? Because I see 45 million excuses every day and that's an exact number, why people can't do their business. Truthfully, I see it through my messages. I see it when people reschedule or cancel calls. And I know right away people that don't put their business first and that will always struggle. And the reason why they are struggling is because they are not making their business the number one priority as far as what they're doing to bring in income. You know, there's reasons why every day that they choose to believe not to do their business. I see it every day. And I know immediately, I could tell by certain actions, you know, when I talk to clients, prospective clients, and my team talks to prospective clients, you know, they have to tell us about their business first, and then they schedule a call with us. And just in those two actions, I can tell why somebody is either successful or struggling. And just by how they respond to both of those things. And if I can't, you know, how do we say, if I don't know, rewind a second, I can totally tell. And if I see people coming up with all these reasons, excuses every day, like I'm telling you the stuff I see, everybody's got a dead grandma, someone's in the emergency room, they're sick, they're so sick they can't even get to the phone. I'm like, what? I remember, you know, I worked the entire time I had COVID. And even when I lost my voice in April, I still worked, and I had, you know, I got help. So if there's something that you want to do and you really, really want to do it, you've got to put in 100% attention and focus in order to do that thing and get that business off the ground. And you do that every day, day in, day out, until you get to your goal. And then you keep going, because your team will duplicate your actions and not what you're telling them. Ask me how I know. Oh my gosh, I was stuck for 8 years at the same volume because I was telling my team what to do, and I was training my team, and I was coaching my team. I was doing all those things, but I was not actively, I was building and talking to prospects, but I got too caught up in the management stuff versus the showing them how to do it by example. I would do it, but I wasn't like it was at the beginning when I started. I was enrolling and prospecting 80% of my time. I slipped into management mode, we call it, which is the most dangerous slippery slope in this industry. You get started, you get going, you got a couple leaders in your team or people wanting to build, you might earn a check of $500 to $1,500 a month, and then your company calls you a leader, and then your business stalls. And that's why, you know, management mode is the main reason. But if we remember, you know, to set up our people appropriately, and we tell them these things are going to happen, and that's why I'm having this conversation with you, so that you can understand possibly why you're stuck. I've been stuck. Oh, I've been so stuck. And nobody told me why. I finally hired a coach that said, this is why. He said, you are stuck because of this. You need to let go of all that babysitting you're doing. And you need to hit the reset button like you were brand new and get out there and sponsor as if you just started. You know, but some of the struggles we had were, you know, getting people started and not having those simple tools for getting people to what we call onboarded, you know, and getting them started in training. And we had to create those tools, you know, and sometimes your company will provide that and sometimes they won't. You might need to do it yourself. But if you don't know what to do, it means you need to get some training. If you're not getting the results that you want, you need to get some training, or you need to do more actions. You know, we have to do a self-audit on ourselves every day, every week, every month. We look back, we reflect. Well, why did that month do that? It sucked. Go look at your calendar. How many presentations did you do? How many people did you enroll? How many people did you launch? You know, all that stuff. And the months that rocked, there's a really great book, Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. You can listen to the audiobook, which he is narrating it, which is wonderful to hear his really cool accent, and he's just really nice. He talks about the times in his life where he had it's like magic touch, right? The Midas touch, where everything went right. And he looked back and reflected, why did that happen? And that's the same for us. At the times in our business that went really well, months, weeks, years, whatever it is, we look back, what were we doing? What was our mindset? What were our actions? What were we doing for training and follow-up and, talking to our team and all that stuff? And this is why people aren't honestly successful, I think, are these main reasons. And they're not set up for success. They're not equipped appropriately to do this business. They might not have the right skills. They're not talking to enough people, or they're set off with an expectation that's not been appropriately inoculated, that this is going to be hard and you might struggle. And you just have to keep going and keep doing and get the skills, do a self audit. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? And instead of figuring out 40 reasons why you can't do your business today, you got to figure out 40 reasons why you can do your business. I can tell you that for myself and most people I talk to, the reasons why they want to do their business, the big why, becomes the reason why they can't do their business. And I see the number one thing is usually kids. The kids are keeping them too busy. The kids this, the kids that. And the kids are the reason why they want to do their business, but in everyday life, what's in front of them, the kids keep them from doing their business. It puts a self-limitation on them. And I can tell you myself, the reasons why I've ever been stuck is for these exact reasons I'm telling you. Always in full transparency. So I hope that's helpful. This is your little Wednesday training for today. Kind of short, but you know what? Short is better than rambling and long. And be sure to add people to this training so that they can watch it as well. Share it, of course, because sometimes hearing it from a different perspective can really help your team understand and get a new perspective on something. So anyways, I hope that was helpful for you. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.